Turn to textbook page 72, grammar 2.2, the polite ending, 어요, 아요. So before getting to polite ending, I just want to talk about the Korean predicate, verb and adjectives. So Korean predicate can be mainly be classified into two groups, verb, which is action verb, and adjectives, which is a descriptive verbs. The verbs denotes actions or process, whereas adjectives describe states such as size, weight, quality, shape, appearance, or emotion. And copula verb ida is in between. It could be sometimes acts more like a verb or sometimes in the adjectives. So here's an example for Korean verb. To eat, 먹어요. To sit, 앉아요. To spend time, 지내요. Whereas the adjectives, it's like to be good, 좋아요. To be big, 커요. To be many, 많아요. So it's more focused on how. So what do you do versus how is it? And Korean adjective is a little bit different from the English adjectives. So in English adjective, the adjective is, you need a copula verb is or are, the be verb. The book is cheap. But Korean adjective is used directly as a predicate without the copula. So 책이, the book is cheap. You don't need 이에요, copula verb. You just use 싸요, which is adjective to be cheap directly. Whereas English adjective need a copula to be used as a predicate. Now, I just want to talk about the structure of Korean predicate, verb, and adjective. So the Korean predicates is composed of two parts, stem and ending. What I mean by the stem is it has its own meaning. The form maintains regardless of any conjugation or any situation. It just does not change at all. But ending always changes. So when you try to look for some word predicate, you can find the dictionary form. It's just a dictionary entries. So all the predicates end with a ta. So here's example. To do, 하다. This is a dictionary form. So ha is considered as a stem, and 다 is considered as ending. So 하다 is a dictionary form, to do. To eat, 먹다. Likewise, 먹, the first one is a stem, and 다 is ending. To sit, 앉다 is also the same thing. 안 is stem, 다 is ending. So as you can see here, whether it's a verb or adjective, is composed of two parts, stem and ending. The stem does not change at all. It maintains the original form always, regardless of any tenses or any situation. The conjugation always happens in ending part. So here are more examples. 이다, 아니다. So before 다, like 이 is a stem. Before 다, 아니, which is 아니, this is a stem. 하, 먹, 안, these are all stem. 맛있다, to be delicious. Before that, which is 맛있, these two are considered as a stem. So a stem, not just a one syllable, but it could be many, the multiple these syllables. Okay, now let's get into the polite ending. So each speech style expresses different level of respect and courtesy. Politeness and formality are very prevalent in Korea. It's important to understand different speech level. The polite informal form ending in 어요, 아요 is most widely used in everyday conversation. It is most used for almost all situations when politeness is expected in conversation. If you are sure which speech style to use, this is the safest way. The formal definition speech style ending 씁니다, like 입니다, 저는 한국 사람입니다. It's used in public, formal situations such as lecture, speech, formal meeting, news, military service, or male speakers. Now we are focusing on the polite speech style, which is the most widely used speech style in Korean everyday conversation. Now, first of all, we are going to focus on the conjugation part. This is the first step you are going to go through. So when you look at the verb and adjective, you have to first of all differentiate whether the stem ends with a consonant or vowel. So we are going to focus on group 1, which is the stem ending with consonant. So here's an example. 알다. So when you look at this, it's composed of 3 parts. Consonant and vowel there's a consonant at the end, real sound. 좋다. The second one, it consists of 3 parts. Consonant, vowel, and consonant. Same thing. 넓다, consonant, vowel, consonant. 먹다, same thing. So these are all predicate. They belong to group 1, and we are going to focus on group 1 first of all, and in grammar 2.3 we are going to focus on group 2, which is the stem end with vowel. Okay, so that's the first step you are going to. Okay, now that's the first step, and this is the second step. And after that, you have to look at the last vowel of the stem. If the last vowel of the stem is either a or o, you always attach ayo. Here's example, 알다 and 좋다. Whereas the last vowel of the stem is anything else other than a or o, such as 먹다 and 있다, you attach ayo. I'm going to explain the example and conjugation in detail. Okay, so these are all belong to group 1. And then next step, what was the next step? You look at the last, the syllable, the last vowel of the syllable. So for specific of the first one, 조, what is the stem? 조. And then you see O sound, the last syllable of the stem. And although it has only one syllable as a stem, 조, O sound, and A sound, man. And when you look at the last one, it's composed of 2 syllables of the stem, but you have to look at the second one, the last one. So all of them have a common feature that the last vowel stem is either a or o. In that case, you just remove 다, the ending part, and attach you. Then what happens eventually? So the remaining consonant is attached to you, and it becomes 좋아요. 좋아요. So 좋다, the dictionary form to be good, 좋다, you cannot use the dictionary form in conversation. You have to conjugate. To be good, 좋아요. 앉다. 앉다, you just remove 다 and take the stem and attach 아요. It becomes 앉아요. 앉아요. Please be careful when you pronounce this. 안, and then the second consonant is carried over. It becomes the consonant of the second syllable. It's pronounced 앉아요. 알아요. 많다, same thing. 만, attached 아요. It's pronounced 많아요. Here it is silent. 괜찮아요. Let's just read through all of them all together one more time. 좋아요. 앉아요. 알아요, 많아요, 괜찮아요. Other than all other verbs, then it attaches 어요. Here are examples. 먹다. The first one, the last syllable of the stem is O sound and E sound. O, and 맛있다. Look at the last syllable of the stem, which is it. And E. So all of them, other than I and O, you just remove 다 and attach O, you. Then what happened? 먹다, to eat. The remaining consonant is attached 어요, and it becomes 먹어요. It's pronounced 먹어요. 기억 is carried over, it becomes a consonant of the second syllable. 먹어요, to eat something. 있어, it's pronounced 써. 있어요, 없어요, 넓어요. When you look at this, the first one is staying with the first syllable, and the second is carried over. It's pronounced 넓어요. 넓어요. 맛있어요. 맛있어요. One more time. 먹어요. 있어요. 없어요. 넓어요. 맛있어요. Okay. However, third section. 자, 이다. The first one is 이에요. You know, we had a look at this in lesson 1, and these it does follow the regular rule, and it's considered conjugated as either 이에요 or 예요, depending on the preceding noun. 아니다. It's always conjugated as 아니에요. 하다, 해요. Make sure it's 하다. All kinds of 하다 verb are conjugated as 해요. 공부해요. 숙제예요. 전화예요. All of them. 어떻다? 어때요. You just remove you sound at the end, attach you directly. 그렇다. Basically, you remove the you sound at the end, and attach you. 그래요. 그래요. 이에요. 예요. 아니에요. 해요. 어때요? 그래요. 자, 그러면 let's practice all together. 좋다. How do you conjugate 좋다? 좋아요. 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 O, because O sound, 여태치 아요. 좋아요. 많다, because it has a sound, 여태치 아요. 많아요. 앉다, 앉아요. 넓다, 넓어요. 맛있다, 맛있어요. One more time. 좋아요. Here is silent. 많아요. 앉아요. 지읒. The 지읒 sound is carried over. It's pronounced 앉아요. 넓어요. 맛있어요. Let's practice more. 앉아요. 알아요. 알아요. 많아요. 좋아요. 괜찮아요. Okay. 먹어요. 넓어요. 맛있어요. Okay. 이에요, 예요, 아니에요. Okay. 자, take a look at workbook page 29, section E. And you see a conjugation table. For those who have the workbook, this is not a textbook, workbook. Turn to workbook page 29, section E. Are you all ready? 자, 그럼 let's practice conjugation table. So, 많다, 많아요, 좋아요, 넓어요, 앉아요, 재미있어요, 괜찮아요, 아니에요, 학생이에요. 자, 다 괜찮아요? All correct? 네. Okay. 자, and also, let's take a textbook. Textbook, turn to textbook page 74, and we'll do exercise 1 and 2. Exercise 1. So the first one is conjugation. 괜찮다. How do you conjugate 괜찮다? 괜찮아요. 괜찮아요. 재미있다? 재미있어요. 재미있어요. 먹다? 먹어요. 맛있어요. 자, 좋다. 좋아요. 많아요. 알아요. 넓어요. So far so good? Okay, so this time exercise 2. Exercise 2 is to provide the dictionary form. 많아요. What is the dictionary form? You just remove io and 만 and 다. Always the dictionary form ends with 다. The dictionary entry. 많다, 예요, 이다, 넓어요, 넓다, 앉아요. Just remove io. 앉다. 맛있어요, 맛있다, 아니다,